Call a gang, we deep in this thing. If you goofy, you can't hang, better stay in your lane. Like, comment, and subscribe, over here it's a vibe. We ain't playing with the tribe, got that queen type drive. Call a gang is the crew, call a James is the channel. Flames coming through like a lit wax candle. It's only facts over feelings, that's how we be dealing. Big boss moves, yeah, we stacking and healing. Yikes. Talk to him, call him. Yeah, we lit, never switch, never quit. Talks lit, get clipped. We the real, this legit. Only vibes, no cap. Keep it cool, keep it clean. Call it James on the screen. Living out the dream. Call it gang, throw it up. If you loyal, then stand tall. We don't fall, we don't fall. We the baddest of them all. It's a vibe, fire. Run it back. Feeling like a boss, never pressed, never lost. Every move calculated, yeah, we cover the cost. Drama-free zone, we just flex and finesse. Call it gang, too blessed to be stressed, yes.
Hey Lena, how you doing, Booski? Yeah, I'm here watching Sinners. Let me tell y'all, I paid the little $20, you know what I'm saying? I get it for 2 days, so I'm gonna be watching Sinners for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So far, it's not giving what I thought it was going to give, and I'm a true vampire movie connoisseur. It's like I would have preferred if this was like a history type of movie. Let me turn the volume down because it's kind of loud. If it was like that going on, but maybe I spoiled it for myself, like with Facebook and everything, because the clips and I don't know. I'm ready to get to the part where everybody turns into vampires because then it'll be interesting. But as y'all can see with the title, stepped out of jail and did a Diddy bout. I had to tip my hat to the city cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Y'all need to listen to me more. You know what I'm saying? My booski Lena in here is her and 7 other people. So the other 7 people in the bushes, you can say hi or say fuck you. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. It really don't matter. But yeah. Told y'all niggas this wasn't no real ass Rico case. Not trying to be funny. It's probably was, a distraction this whole time leading up to what the hell we got going on right now in the world of politics and whatnot, and the bills and the laws and all the stuff that's being passed. You cannot have a RICO case with one person. It's never happened in history and it's never going to happen. Okay? Allegedly, charges are being dropped. Was I surprised? No. Because there was nothing that was really, really, really proof of anything. Don't laugh at me, Lena. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no proof of nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? And then if we want to get logical and technical and all that good stuff, right? They could have had a RICO case for real had they took Cassie a little behind, threw her ass in jail, took Gene Dill a little behind, threw his ass in jail. You know what I'm saying? Then they'd have 3 people because those 2 people definitely were complicit and complacent with what the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying? And in the last live, when I played Cassie's audio, that was some real gangster ish. You know what I'm saying? That was criminal talk. You know what I mean? So let's be for real. And then to be technical, the one charge that Diddy may not get away with, but he's still gonna get away with it because they probably gonna give him a cool maybe 2-3 years the most. He's not gonna do 10 or 20 or forever like what people think. You know what I'm saying? Is the X trafficking. And I know y'all probably like, how, Sway? Only reason it would be a technicality because if it's proven that when he paid like the Punisher, which I'm going as a New Yorkian or whatever, back in the day, everybody knew about the Punisher. Punisher was a stripper. It was a whole bunch of them running around, stripper escorts and stuff like that, doing these little stripper shows and stuff. They trying. Yeah, they are, and that's what they probably are doing, Lena. They trying to rearrange stuff and rewrite stuff and twist this around and turn this that way. Hold on. My son want to come in here and watch some Animaniacs. No, you don't. I know you want to go sleep, but not right now. But mommy not putting you to sleep right now. It's a little too early. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, would be the X trafficking, right? And the technicality amongst that would be, let's say Diddy and Cassie were in California, and the Punisher, because Punisher is from New York. You know what I'm saying? Which I think it might have happened since nobody really touched on whether or not he was flued out. He just touched on the fact of being paid, right? So now, if they flew the Punisher out somewhere, or they find an escort, one of these escorts that they flew out and paid, then yes, it turns into X trafficking. But then there's levels to stuff. It wouldn't be X trafficking to the point of like real pimps and hoes shit. You know, fuck it. I don't be getting no coins in here anyway. I could curse. Listen, it's not real pimp and hoe shit like what people be going to jail for real for. It's just a technicality, which is not going to be a high charge, because if we want to be technical, then everybody is not everybody, but some of these, single people, a lot of them are guilty of X trafficking them, because being flued out was a thing the last 5 years, was it not? Girls is getting BBLs to get flued out, as they call it. You understand? So at the end of the day, if they do hit him with that charge, it was a waste of the Fed. It was a waste of everybody's time, because you could have just did some state shit and got the fuck out our faces and got out the way. You know what I'm saying? So the Feds is looking a little crunchy right now. They trying to stick with the fact that he did the arson thing, which yet again I don't understand why people keep making everything federal, because arson is not federal. It's really not, unless you try to burn down like a government building or something. If you burnt somebody's car or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's not. Uh, it's not. Then they're trying to find, as far as the racketeering, people that were coerced into illegal activities. These illegal activities had to been to get money though. You know what I'm saying? Drugs are illegal, but you're not a drug dealer per se if you're taking the drugs. Hey, the cynical one, if you're taking the drugs with the people. If you're buying the drugs and y'all are taking the drugs together, that's being a drug addict. Okay. You're a drug addict. That's it. That's not illegal. That's rehab. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know where people think this is about to go, but it's not really about to go as far as everybody thought. Mark my words. Closing, you know what I'm saying, statements they had to think about. The judge even was like, yo, I don't need, like, these cases look a little stupid. Like, where is the evidence? And this is the thing. I don't know why people did not bet on this man spending his last coins, every last coin, on a super team. On a super team. Why would y'all think that he's coming to court like the rest of these motherfuckers? Why would y'all think that he's coming to court with one lawyer? Why would people think such a thing? You get what I'm saying, Lena? Like, why would people think that? Them coins are about to do what they do. If he gets any jail time, trust, he gonna probably get like 2, 3 years. He gonna have time served. Cause how long this nigga been sitting up in jail? Cause that's gonna count to the time. You get what I'm saying? So like, that nigga literally is gonna step out of jail doing the Diddy bop, and people gonna get mad. When it's other people, this case has shown that people are not as naive as people want to paint it. But I guess people paint people to be naive when they don't like people. You know what I'm saying? When it suits them and when it's convenient. You get what I'm saying? Because he's not the only person that should be charged. He's not the only person. And if we're gonna talk this X trafficking stuff, where is Cassie's charge? Because we know for a fact that Cassie was playing, now whether or not, because people with this whole narcissistic shit, because narcissist is a thing. Hold on. I can't get no peace. It's gonna be a quick live. It looked like. Yeah, but anyway, right. A lot of women volunteered, and we are in a time, unfortunately, that it's okay to be a woman and volunteer to snowball and weird shit, right? You just get a pass. They put names on it. They say it's Stockholm syndrome. They say you've been groomed. They say you've been manipulated. It's all this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, when are we gonna hold people accountable? Hey Jermaine, when are we gonna hold people accountable to people being freaks and want to do weird shit and get high? When are we gonna do that? How are we just gonna keep putting this stuff on people? And like I said earlier with Gene Dill and the rest of them bodyguards. Right, Lena. It was like with this, where are the lines to be drawn for stuff? You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not even gonna hold you. If I was in that life, right? You know what I'm saying? And I was dating Diddy, and this nigga talked about even wanting somebody to do something with me. If I, like, that would have been enough for me to know I'm not for him. He did not want me for real. You get what I'm saying? But clearly, it came out he was paying Cassie's mother's bills, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to hold shit accountable. And then you got Gene Dill that been running around. You mad cause Diddy freaky ass mama wanted you or whatever, and you ain't want her, and they fired you allegedly. That's what your thing was about. But you should get charges too. There's a lot of charges that need to be going around. I was tired of just looking at Diddy. If we're gonna do it right, let's do it right. Yeah, a lot of people gonna have to watch out now, Lena. A lot of people. And the thing is, Hollywood got quiet. Hollywood got quiet. You know why? Because Diddy is not the only freakazoid running around here. There are actual, and I hate it's like I'm not trying to make this a black white thing either. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really into all that racial shit too much. Except when we really need to be into that racial shit. You know what I'm saying? But people like Ted Nugent, Elvis Presley, and I'm just going back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not too up to date with the Caucasian rockers now or whatever and stuff. But these people were actual Edos, and nobody gave a f. But this black man that just is freakier than most, we care so much. Why? Why? You understand? Ted Nugent had a whole 14-year-old living with him, had the parents done signed the shit off and stuff. Nobody cares. And I bet you it's still happening. But it's because Diddy wants to and this is the thing. That's on him. If he wanna be out here looking crazy, because that's insane to me. And he's not the only, because like I said, I just found out snowballing was a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a thing for people, but it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even want to do something like that? But like I said, who am I to judge? Because I'm not the one that's snowballing with his ass. Very complicit, Lena. Nobody is going up on charges or nothing. The only person that, or people, excuse me, what's that boy, that man Epstein, and the other Steen or whatever, is Epstein, and what's the movie director or whatever and stuff, that Oprah and Gail, they bestie club friend. Nobody want to talk about that though, but it has nothing to do with Oprah and Gail. But anyway, you know that other one, who was it? Epstein and Weinstein and some type of Steens. But anyway, Epstein got unalived. We already know what happened with that, because he did not unalive himself. There's no way you on 24-hour watch in a jail and unaliving yourself. Like, that's not how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't go that way. But that's conspiracy stuff, and I'm not into that. But Diddy's coming home. A lot of people about to be upset. And 50 Cent, I love 50 Cent down. I love 50 Cent down. But it's like, you looked crazy because you wifed up a prostitute. I'm sorry. And had a kid with a prostitute. And then you want to be mad at Diddy. The question is, why was your baby mother feeling so destitute that she needed to snowball and freakazoid with Diddy to get rent paid? Let's talk about that. You get what I'm saying? Let's talk about that, because the baby mother that he don't like with the first kid, she didn't. That's the one that people probably would have thought needed to do that, because you hated her so much, and your son so much, that maybe she would have to do it. But no, it's the one that this is the good baby mama. I love my baby mama. I never let her go. You understand? And she had to do that for rent. Yeah. They wasn't, Lena. It was not this whole big to do. And then it's sad for us as a people, because we the main people that be throwing the stones, but it's like, y'all don't see what the fuck is going on here for real, for real. Y'all don't really get it. And then the gag is Trump gonna pardon the nigga anyway. So everybody just want him in jail. So we need Diddy off the street. He's a predator. I don't. There's so many more big architectural predators that's out here that are way scarier than Diddy doing his little Diddy bop. Don't get it confused. Diddy got some people that could do some things and pull some strings, but that's not gonna affect none of us. Diddy ain't stealing children off the street. Diddy is not kidnapping per se, because like with the Capricorn lady, his assistant, when she told they trying to throw her whole testimony the fuck out because you willingly went someplace. You willingly, nobody with ski masks came and picked you up and yoked you up and threw you in the back of the car, and then you ended up someplace against your will. That's another thing with this time. People and the definitions of things. People are just taking shit too far with false imprisonment and all this other shit. You understand what I'm saying? How the hell you willingly go someplace? Shit don't go how you go. And then the gag is allegedly jewelry was stolen. Listen, somebody steal my jewelry, I'm getting next to you, and you getting somewhere where we can talk about it, and you can let me know where the hell my shit is at. You understand? That's just how street people are. I'm not calling the cops on you. I'm trying to do you a favor. Putting hands on you will be a favor, because if I call the cops on you and then you got a record and shit, you may not ever get work again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing you a favor after you snake me if I put hands on you for stealing from me and not calling the cops. Let's just be for real now. It's the music industry, but there's a bunch of street motherfuckers that was trying to get out. So it's still street politics. It's still street politics. You understand? And then to top it off, if you felt kidnapped the first time and you felt violated and was scarred for your life, why the fuck is you still working there coming to fuck around a person like that? I'm getting the hell away from a person like that. If I feel like you kidnapped me and held me someplace against my will, and God gave me the blessing to get the fuck away from you and out your presence and out your clutches, I don't ever want to see you again. It's just like the other girl that talked about that she got actually assaulted umpteen years ago. Allegedly, his birthday was the time that she got actually assaulted or whatever, and you over here sending birthday wishes and tipping it up at the party. What the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? And the gag about it is there are real people in these people, a lot of our neighborhoods and stuff, of people that are, talking about this shit, and it's just like, oh, he needs to go under the jail. Poor Cassie, poor Cassie. Fuck Cassie. Cassie didn't give a fuck about putting a dirty ass tampon in Kim's mouth. Cassie did not give a fuck about shading the fuck out of Kim being a side bitch. And you the different type of side bitch because you dating his people, and then he with Kim, and then you over here, you girl, please. Girl, please. Everybody talking about they feel fucking sorry for her. No, 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 no. It's exactly what it is, Lena. Because what's the coincidence that all these people that testify have civil cases? I've never seen no shit like that in federal shit either. But I'm not of the tax bracket. I'm from the streets. I guess maybe street people, when they deal with federal shit, you understand, get different treatment. I don't fucking know. But I ain't never seen no shit like this. I've never, ever, 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 ever in my whole entire life seen no shit like this. That's all it was. And then he gave the money, but it wasn't good enough. But that's when we have to dig deeper. He angered somebody from a higher up. Point blank period. That's all this is. This is his humiliation ritual. They wanted to show the world, look how nasty this nigga is. And that's probably the only damaging the thing that's really, really gonna happen from this is the stories we heard of that we thought was just too wild and outlandish. Like, Diddy ain't doing no shit. Like, yo, Diddy sucking semen out people for, we heard a lot of shit, but we had no confirmation of the shit. So it still was hearsay. So that's the only thing that it did is like, oh, nigga, you nasty. You's a nasty, nasty little bugger. That's the only thing it did. There's no fucking victims here. There's no victims. Gene Dill, I'm pretty sure he done stuck his little wee wee or big wee whatever wee wee he got in some people too while they was doing it. When they had the lawsuits, you know how many people was named on the lawsuits when the lawsuits came out first, and people allegedly, what was that nigga, the Pierre nigga that worked with him? What was that nigga name? Pierre something. One of these people that alleged that she got actually assaulted was like that Pierre ate her Toto so ferociously that she couldn't breathe. Like this shit just was wild. How, Slay? Millions. Millions. And I don't give a goddamn. Her husband was down with the get down. Cause let's think about it. When she made that statement, when people kept telling her to get the fuck away from Diddy, he's no good for you, he don't love you, girl, do better, move on. Cassie's a pretty girl. She could have got another celebrity. What was her answer? Oh, Jay-Z is taken, so who am I gonna date? So that's making a statement like that already says what kind of time a person is on. You about the coinzilla. You will sell your soul for money because why would that come out your mouth that if you can't date Diddy, you can't date nobody because the next highest person on the totem pole is taken. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. You understand? But everybody want to overlook whatever and shit. Then Dawn. Let's go back to Dawn. You understand? You need some charges too because you drugged your boyfriend allegedly, and I can't even say allegedly because Q came out and said it that she gave him the pills and shit. So everybody was doing drugs. It's not like Diddy went and was dropping pills and people shit because they tested the baby oil allegedly. It wasn't no drugs and nothing in there. So that story was thrown out the window. You know, that was some salacious shit like, oh wow, this nigga was putting the drugs in the baby oil. You understand what I'm saying? Girl, you went and drugged your boyfriend and then had him wake up with a camera in his face. That means you was down with the get down. You understand? Because if I was on pills or any type of drugs or pills, and my boyfriend doesn't do drugs, and then I go, here, baby, take this pill, and he has a bad reaction, you think I'm gonna be laughing with a camera in this nigga face, like, oh, next to D, like, oh, he's so, oh my God, it's so funny, oh, he's crazy. No. So that means you should have got a charge too. Everybody that was talking, and that's why I said this was no real RICO case because he has no co-defendants. But yet, all them people that got up and told a little story or two were technically co-defendants. Co-defendants that did not go to jail. So y'all just did this to do this shit. Y'all didn't do it like it's I don't even know what to call it. Like it's snitching, but is it really snitching? It's like it's some other shit because y'all didn't even get locked up. Like they could threaten to send you to jail. People could threaten you, but they still need charges to put you in jail. I don't know why people be falling for the banana in the tailpipe with these people. What's up, GP? I just don't get it. Exactly, Lena. The husband was in on it too because he's a trainer. So how did you go from the statement I can't date anybody because Jay Z, Beyonce got Jay Z or whatever? How you go from that to dating a trainer? Let's be for real. Even if you a celebrity trainer, that's still not the money that this girl was used to. That nigga was like, yo, listen, I don't care that you was freaking off because this is going to set us and our kids off for the rest of our lives. And we ain't got to do a fuck ass thing. Ain't nobody stupid. Because I personally, not trying to be funny, if I was a husband and I wasn't down, I wouldn't be sitting in the courtroom. Supportive husband, my ass. Supportive wife, my ass. I'm not sitting there listening to how my wife was sucking sperm out niggas' assholes and all type of weird shit. I'm not nobody who's sitting there for that unless they was down with the get down. There's no way this is the first time that he heard that this is the type of shit that was going on. Shit, if I knew that my husband didn't know that I was on this type of time or whatever, like how Cassie was on some fucking shit, like I would not invite my husband to my trial. I would tell him, I'd be like, listen, baby, I would not invite him to the trial. That's how we know this nigga was down with the get down. Because realistically, what nigga gonna stay after that if this was a secret the whole time? If that shit was a secret, it's one thing that if you was being a hoe, you were being some other shit. And I don't care what nobody think or feel because people be feeling like that, like I'm male identified. I'm not male identified. Like I tell people I'm not with bullshit either. You understand? I'm not bullshit identified. You get what I'm saying? Like just because you have a vagina, you will not get no passes from me. It has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense to me, You're not just getting no pass because you cried a little tear here and and what if it was you? No, it wouldn't be me. It would not be me. People got to do better. Blame your parents. If you know what I'm saying, unless you was forced something forced on you, if you willingly went and chasing after a nigga for some money and did all this strange shit for a piece of change, that's on you. That ain't on nobody else. Don't get mad at me. UPS is hiring. You understand? Like the fuck is we doing? Everybody knew, Lena. Everybody, exactly. You know how many people was dying to get into these parties? The biggest sign, who the fuck has a 50-foot bed in their backyard? That should tell you something. If I come to somebody's house and it's a huge ass bed in the backyard, if I don't know, I already know what the fuck be going on in the backyard. I need to leave at a certain time. That's why if you see like Denzel, hold on. Yeah, Sinners is not giving. Let me pause Sinners a little bit because it's not giving me what the fuck I thought I was going to get, and I paid $20. I paid $20. I paid $20. No, but I'm just saying, like it's not giving. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I got to see it. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I want to be counted. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be counted. So I seen Sinners. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. Yeah, that's weird to me. Denzel Washington or whatever, he told his experience about going to the white party. He knew it was what time it was to vacate. He knew. You understand? He knew when people started acting weird, people started taking clothes off and doing strange shit. He said, "Up, hey Diddy, it's time for me to go. Hey, it's fun times. Bye." You understand? Everybody fucking know when it's time to leave. Please. And back to Dawn again, because I'm never gonna I don't know why things fly over people's heads, or people it don't fly over people's heads. It's just people don't give a fuck because they just hate this nigga so much, but they ain't give a fuck. When Dawn said, and this is no, excuse me, because she didn't even say it on the stand, excuse me, because Miss Dawn had a lawsuit too. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I would like everybody to go back on Dawn's lawsuit, go back to August of last year, right? Dawn said that she was at a party, right? And at this party, there were a bunch of young ladies that appeared to be minors doing sexual favors and handing out rugs and shit. Why did you come to the trial then and talk about some eggs getting thrown at Cassie fuck ass? Huh? That's the shit that we needed to know about. That's the real devious shit. You was at a party and seen the children. Didn't say a fuck ass thing about it. That's when I knew this whole shit was bullshit. Cause that right there, yeah, that's some federal shit. That's some charge worthy shit. That's some throw this nigga under the jail shit. Not, I think he threw some eggs, a pan of eggs at Cassie because he was mad. I think that's what happened. No, girl, you saving the juice for. Hey, what's up, Hood Harvest? You saving the juice for your lawsuit? Shit, I might go down there on Monday. I might go down there and do a Diddy Bop. I'm gonna bring my Bluetooth radio, like Radio Raheem, and throw that shit up on my shoulder. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start doing the Diddy Bop. And it ties into Tory Lanez because I know y'all probably like, what is she talking about? Tip her hat to the city. Yeah, because Tory Lanez said it best. Stepped out of jail. I did a Diddy Bop. I had to tip my hat to the city cop. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. And it's not. It might not be hypothetically like y'all think him literally Diddy bopping down the steps. You know what I'm saying? Even though that would be magical. That shit would. That shit would be magical. But it won't be doing that. But even if he doesn't just come fresh out the door, he's not staying there longer than a year. So y'all could pack that shit up. Y'all could pack it up. Y'all could pack it up. Stop hating on the black man. Point blank, period. Hate on the right black men. Because some of y'all that hate this nigga so much is probably getting beat between the washer and dryer. but y'all out here judging people, or your brother or your uncle or your cousin on some fool la la, and y'all ain't got shit to say about it. But because it's Diddy is headline news. Clean up the backyards first. Clean up the backyards first. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. But yeah. And this is what I want to tell y'all too. Go to ColaJames.com, right? Scroll down. There's a sign up form. Become an affiliate. All right. If you're an affiliate, you get a 10% commission. TT sis, love your soul. Yeah, you get a 10% commission, right? So any sale. So I have items between 20 and 100 and something dollars, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do the math for the people that don't like math. Like say you get something, you get $100 sale, right? Boom, it's $10. Like you get what I'm saying? It's $10 for you for doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? You sign up, you can keep track of your own earnings and what's happening and what's going on and stuff. You get your own link and everything like that. And also, I'm throwing in an added bonus like bow. The added bonus is the highest earners each month, you get an extra $100 bonus that don't got nothing to do with the stuff that you already sold. Like that's a win-win. I like to go to sleep and wake up and make money. So I don't see why everybody else don't like to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So go to ColaJames.com, sign up. I got new merch. You know, the merch is merching. Y'all gotta get the shirts. You know what I'm saying? My favorite shirt right now is "We are not friends, but we are not enemies either." And that shit is moving a little something. It's doing numbers how I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So just go and do that. Also, y'all see the Cash App, New Soccer Hope. That's my nonprofit. You understand? It's a real nonprofit. So it's a 501c3. I am listed. You understand? Paperworking. You understand? You you donate $250 plus dollars. That's a tax write off for you. You understand? It has to be 250 or more dollars, and you can write that off on your taxes. You know what I'm saying? We're working over here at Cola Gang. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna drop the link real quick, and then because I'm about to get out of here because my evil twin wants to spend time with me, and I can't just give his time away to y'all. Like y'all Cola Gang, and I fuck with y'all, and I love y'all down. But my twin, no, you know what I'm saying? I don't get enough stuff on here and enough accolades on here to be putting my twin to the side. My little mini me. But hold on, let me put this link down here real quick. If anybody want to come up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all will be in the back because this is restream. So I could put the audio on and nobody will see you. So if you up in the bushes, because like I said, it's 10 people here, but it's not 10 people talking. If you in the bushes and you think you're gonna take your meat out and fuck my channel up, you're dead ass wrong. It's not happening over here. Hold on. What's up, Trace? It's not happening here. Hold on. But just like I said, and donate if you want to donate to me personally, it's Cola Gang One. Let me type it in the thing for people so we don't get it confused, okay? And like that and like that. But yeah, Diddy's not going to jail, so you know, say put y'all hate banners away. The people that was quiet this whole time, stay quiet. The people that was hating the whole time, don't be like, nah, yeah, sit in the corner, and, stand on business all the way around, and like that. You know what I'm saying? And even if he doesn't, it's no skin off my teeth, because you know what I'm saying. I'm not of that life, so it really doesn't matter. But still, it is what it is. Okay, I think everybody busy. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna play the outro, and I might pop up on some people panels. That's what I need to. I be saying I'm gonna do all the time. I'm just gonna pop up on some random person's panel and see where it goes.
Call a gang, we deep in this thing. If you goofy, you can't hang, better stay in your lane. Like, comment, and subscribe, over here it's a vibe. We ain't playing with the tribe, got that queen type drive. Call a gang is the crew, call it James is the channel. Flames coming through like a lit wax candle. It's only facts over feelings, that's how we be dealing. Big boss moves, yeah, we stacking and healing. Yikes. Talk to him, call her. Yeah, we lit, never switch, never quit. Talks lit, get clipped. We the real, this legit. Only vibes, no cap. Keep it cool, keep it clean. Call it James on the screen. Living out the dream. Call it gang, throw it up. If you loyal, then stand tall. We don't fall, we don't fall. We the baddest of them all. It's the vibe, follow. Run it back. Feeling like a boss, never pressed, never lost. Every move calculated, yeah, we cover the cost. Drama-free zone, we just flex and finesse. Call it gang, too blessed to be stressed, yes.
Hey, my ODS, my brother. Thank you for coming through. You came through, but I'm about to get the hell off of here because Pop, my twin, my evil twin, wants his time. Thank you, Trays. I appreciate it. Thank you. He wants his time, and his time, you know what I'm saying? I don't make enough coin on here to not give my baby boy his time, right? You want to say bye to everybody, Pop? You want to say bye? Come over here. You come say bye so we can watch Animaniacs and hang out. Don't say bye, Cola Gang. Bye, Cola Gang. Later.